All right, guys, welcome back to another Overthrow disc golf video. Today, we've got one simple goal in mind: increase Josh's spin.
So he's got his work cut out for him. I'm pretty okay at picking up positions and things like that. And I've tried this. I've tried the things that Mikey has said before. When I have lessons and they're like, oh, I did that thing in Mikey's video, it increased my spin.
Foreshadowing.
I have no doubt that this works. I haven't been able to make it work, which is...
That's why I'm here.
Pretty interesting for me, because I can usually make things work after a while.
Yeah, and the funny thing is Josh is not used to having someone coach him, which is kind of another hurdle we're gonna have to try to figure out here.
No one's gone in here
right
and tried to fix this stuff.
He's only fixed things in his own brain, so he hasn't been able to do this one, which means, anyways, I grew up getting coached, so for me, that's the only way I know how to learn. So it's gonna be interesting trying to coach you and cue you into something, because this is not something you're used to, having someone coach you and cue you into doing. So for those guys who have not seen my video I did in the past about increasing spin, the way that I increase spin, and it's super important, there's a few things. Being very loose, right? So having loose levers is really important, which is why it was important for me to keep a neutral wrist to start. So in my backswing, neutral wrist, right? This is as loose, this is a loose wrist for me. It's neutral, right? I'm not actively in or out. So starting in, by the time I get to my hit, my wrist is gonna go back to neutral, which is loose. In this in-between, I need to have as much curl as late as I possibly can without tightening up my muscles. So the way that I cue myself into this is at the very start of my throw, I'm thinking about getting from here to here. And as I initiate my throw, I'm flinging my wrist in. And notice, neutral, fling, right? This is the feeling. As I throw my arm forwards, I fling the wrist in, and then by the time I get into the hit, it's flinging out. The feeling is not in control, neutral, in control, deep pocket, in control, out. It's all loose, which is why I like the feeling of flinging the wrist in. So for me, that helps. And I can feel it at the end. It's in, and then I just feel the uncurl happening all at the end.
176 RPM.
So that's the goal, is to get Josh to do that. And he's essentially, probably because it's Josh, he's gonna end up having to cue himself, because he just heard what the goal is. He's a coach, and he'll probably end up figuring out his own cues to make the same thing happen.
One thing for you guys at home, if you're trying to actively pop your wrist into the hit, not the way. Your wrist is not going to be strong enough for you to actively do something that helps. Your throw is going to be garbage. It's going to be nose up. Not the way. So,
yeah, if anything, I would try to keep your wrist back as long as possible while still maintaining looseness.
Mm-hmm. It's like feeling this drag.
Yep.
As the disc is moving forward and out.
Yep.
Should we establish a baseline?
Can you just tell the camera what your highest spin ever has been?
13 something. Definitely not, like low 1300s, I think. And I don't know how I do it when I do it.
Yeah, so I would consider, like for me, 1500 spin at like 70 miles an hour is something that like that's high for me. I just hit it yesterday, but that's when I do this mechanic, I can get up to the 1500s when I'm getting really good at it. But my goal for Josh is to get him to 1350. To me, because I don't see him in the 1300s hardly ever. I mostly see you in the 900 to 1100 range.
Yeah, 900 would be pretty harsh.
But like yesterday, you were throwing a bunch of 900.
We'll establish a baseline, but yeah.
In the 900.
1,000, 1,100
yep.
is not that much. And it's not affecting my distance. We'll have a video on that.
I think if he does it correctly, he will actually notice that he's throwing faster with more spin. That's what happens with me. This is what I'm expecting for Josh. So Josh has gotten some baseline throws in. He's starting to go at his top. He's starting to get at his top end. And, well, not really. He's not at his top end yet. One thing that, when you show me like your hit, sometimes it looks like really forwards. I think our hits are just different, which is why I took a photo earlier. I think about my hit more at like this 9 to 10 o'clock range.
Yeah.
And that helps. So if I'm thinking about getting into this position here, that's way too far. So what I would tell you to do is cue yourself into this position.
There's like nerdy stuff here, but by cutting through, the reason that we cut through the middle on the throw is because it reduces like the drag that you feel, right? Which is why he can get the disc here, because there's not a bunch of drag. Once your hand starts moving to the outside of this swing, the disc gets super heavy, and that can allow it. So my tendency, the thing that I've had to work on a lot in my game is making sure that I'm throwing out away. When you cut straight forward, there's just less drag to get your wrist in this position. So I'm fighting a couple things here. Conundrum, because you have to be loose.
Right.
And it's like the thing.
That's why I like the fling.
Thing that I tell students all the time is you have to, like, when you try to force a result, you're gonna tighten up and you're gonna chase it away.
Yeah.
So I gotta really actively.
That's why I would just cue you into like do your normal throw and then just neutral wrist and fling the disc in. Fling. You know fling, right? It's a swing. It's a swing, it's a fling.
I'm not big on flings.
And think about
Are you feeling wide to narrow?
I'm not feeling, no, it's not, it's neutral to
I'm saying disc path.
Disc path, like you're kind of focused on out. For me, my natural disc path is straight back. And so I'm pulling from here to here. Whereas you tend to pull from here straight. I'm kind of in pathing out.
Yeah. I think maybe if I can feel the back side of the disc popping into the armpit, I kind of get that. Okay.
If I do that though, I would shank right. If it was me doing that, I would shank right. Like into the armpit feels like too much of the cue.
Sure. Well, I gotta get this position first, yeah.
Right, and but I wouldn't want to get you to this position. I showed you the position earlier. I would want to get you into this position. You see how I'm going out, right?
I see.
So I would want to get you here, not here.
Need some elbow extensions.
No, not that.
It's this way is where you're trying to.
Yeah, but I would be like here. Like I would just try to stay. You have so much deep pocket, you don't have to think about it. You're gonna get into the deep pocket. So I would cue you to go like as out as you can go. Notice how I'm skipping basically in my head. I'm basically skipping
out.
Yeah, exactly. I still do want to, I want you to try this at 100% because I want some of your other stuff to come through. I want your natural form to come through at the 100%, but then you're trying to do something and what's going to happen is it's going to balance out. So I want you to try to do this at 100% speed. Ooh.
1,127 RPM.
Yeah, I would just say let yourself follow through, but that looked good.
That was 63. That is kind of surprising, I should say. Yeah, I was just trying to stay as wide as I could.
Yeah. Yeah, just do that 100%. Oh, I like that. It looked like at the end you still had a
1,140 RPM.
You've got some sort of like stopping of the wrist that happens for sure at the end. It's I can see it. It's like it comes out and you're like pulling it back. So you do have an active back at the end. By that point, it should be free. It should be free willy at that point. It just needs to be an in. It doesn't need to be out and in.
Oh, yeah, I was just trying to get wrist loose.
Yeah, I would just focus on wrist in, loose wrist in. The extra thing is just gonna make that more difficult.
Doesn't go very deep, that's for sure. The wrist doesn't.
1,226
Hey,
RPM.
That's good. That's at 60 miles an hour, 1226. That's good. This is progress.
Let me chase it. Let me chase it.
Chase the feeling.
Still too.
It's funny because visually that doesn't look good.
1,120
Good speed though. Yeah, it's like I can visually tell if it's good or not, but I'm trying to figure out why I can visually tell and what I'm even looking for.
It's a nightmare as the coaches.
Yeah.
You're just like, I don't know how to
It's
tell
like, I
you
know
this.
that was wrong.
That's wrong.
Yeah, I'm just seeing, what I'm seeing at the end of his throw is a braking mechanic that, and there's a lot of braking mechanics that are good in disc golf, but this specific one I'm seeing has to do with like follow through. It's a wrist braking. For sure, it's a wrist braking mechanic. Brakes, putting on the brakes.
Okay.
Yeah, putting on the brakes. That's what it looks like. I really do want to get you throwing like like this is something that I want you to get at a max distance feel. If all I had you do today was fling in at max speed, I think we could probably get pretty close. The later you feel that wrist in and also loose, you're more correct.
1,249 RPM.
Okay, he's getting it up. Whatever's happening, I'm letting just happen because he's hitting 1,200 more consistently.
Interested to see that.
That one looked like less spin.
1,167 RPM.
Yeah, so there's that little tug to the right there, right? So it basically shanked right. So you tell me like why, or give me some feedback on why you think that's happening.
Let me just rock with it.
Yeah, go for it.
1,205 RPM.
Yeah, you may already be doing this, but just like really focusing on sending your hand out and wrist going in, because that hit point is so important. Yeah, if you could do neutral and then just have a millisecond of...
That's more of a loose wrist.
1,100
Okay, good.
RPM.
Yeah, so if it was neutral there the whole time and you kept it kind of loose, that's good. You'll get more spin. The idea would be to chase that feeling, and that's why I give it just like a quick millisecond of ha, like just in for a second, or for the throw, it's like really like a millisecond or something. Just get it moving forward and then recreate that same feeling of neutral wrist.
Yeah, I just wanted to find loose across the whole thing.
Yep.
And now I'll try to add.
I think you've got all the pieces. It's just a matter of you feeling it now.
So there's a little move in the beginning. I'm not sure I can pay attention to the second half if I pay attention to that half.
It's okay, I understand that.
It's coming.
1,187 RPM.
Increased. Spin increase. I just spit increase there. That was crazy.
1,143 RPM.
Yeah, I can feel when I push on the back. It's a back half push that I think
Yeah. There you popped like middle. In the middle of your throw, you popped your wrist.
There's a like when you pop a towel, it's almost like a loose to tight.
Yep.
I need to just resist that urge to go tight there.
Yep.
Okay. We got a new...
1,282 RPM.
We got a...
Yes! Yes! What was it? What happened? Did it slip? Is that why you did that?
What?
Did it slip out of your hand or something? What happened?
No, I just changed the back half a little bit.
Let's go.
That
is so promising.
I think I've now felt every piece that needs to happen.
Let's go. I'm so ready.
My body just wants to.
That was at 57, dude. That was so good.
Yeah.
You got it. If I were to do my spin mechanic at 57, I think that would have been it. That would have been the readout. Because I'm doing the same thing at 70, and that's why.
That was your spin mechanic at fit. What was his first one?
There we go.
You showing? Anyways, you have one.
Yeah. So
earlier.
if we could get you up to speed, we could totally get your.
Let me just get this first. I'm not so
sorry.
sold
Before
on
we go any farther, he's
my
gonna get
flag
this
on the
first.
fact that I've accomplished this with one go here, like some of my students.
Right.
Why don't you keep grooving it after you get it one time, huh? You should really do that.
Say a name.
Send it in. Say a name. You won't. Dakota, you're low-key funny, bro. I like that about you. That's good.
Name and shame.
And then I just say it louder and get all the credit for it.
Nope. Well, almost. Actually, kind of. Back half good. Front half awful.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah. Front
56,
half not
1200.
good. Back half good.
Yeah, for those of you guys, as he's throwing, for those of you guys wondering about like why we get excited for 1200 RPM, if he's throwing like 50 something miles an hour and he's getting
1,278 RPM.
This is incredible. He's doing it. 1278 at 57 miles an hour there. So his ADV looks great. You know, this is exactly what we want. So
What is ADV?
Yeah, that's right, Josh. What is ADV? You tell him.
I think I know. Let's see.
1,200.
You're getting it. This is it. 56 miles an hour, 1245. I'm surprised you're not getting more speed though.
It's counter to how I generate speed.
He said it's counter to how I generate speed. That's tough. That's gonna be a hurdle.
Well, here's the thing. If you think of spin and speed, they are two different directions that you can put energy, right? If you think of top spin
Right. But that
versus flat.
wouldn't make sense as to why I
Like-
throw faster when getting more spin.
Well, because
I can feel
because
it.
the uncurl does have some speed benefit.
That's it.
But
There's-
at some point, it's like if you're putting a crap ton of topspin on a ball, it's probably also moving quickly.
yeah, but the pros, yes.
They do both, but they can't have both of both.
Yeah, well,
You're not going to have Nadal and Nadal level spin and Del Potro level power.
Right. At a certain point,
You
that
have
is
to.
correct.
There's give and take.
You see like Jasper at 1500 spin at 80, which is actually kind of like an average ADV.
Yeah.
Um,
And Jasper has said this, and Gannon has said this. Jasper said he can increase his spin, but his speed goes down.
right,
Because at that, they've found that level.
right.
The chances of me having found that level, I'm not sure. But the fact that I can throw as far as I do is kind of miraculous, so I wouldn't be surprised if I was kind of like maxing out on the speed stat and just sacrificing spin to do it.
Yeah, could be for sure.
Because it kind of feels that way.
Maybe you gotta
I'm going
have
to try.
maybe you gotta have a session with me to like show me how I can throw faster with less spin.
Oh, nope. Not it. That's the old way.
1,205 RPM.
With at 63. Okay, there you are. You sacrificed
Yeah.
spin for speed there. Interesting.
Yeah. When I grip,
This is so weird to me.
I must stop the
This
spin
is
from
so
hitting.
strange. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Josh is gonna have to start telling me what's happening.
Just think tennis.
Just over here in the dark. I need to know how to do this with lessons and stuff. I need this information.
Let's see if that's the best of both worlds. It's not.
that's good.
1,273 RPM.
Okay.
You split it.
I split it.
He's really on it. he gets it. This is great.
But still, I've had 13 something before. So
Right. No, 1273 at 60 miles an
But
hour. So if
the
you did
13 something
65,
would have been faster for sure.
yeah,
Probably
yeah.
would've been
If
like
you
a
did
67.
65 to 67, you would have had 1350 by now. Just get faster, please. I want you to be able to do this fast, Josh.
I don't know if I can.
1,000.
You're getting there. You just sacrificed a little bit of spin, but you're getting there.
Speed. I can do speed. I'm pretty sure I could sacrifice spin and get speed right now.
Well, I know you can because that's your normal throw, apparently. So you've been doing this whole time.
1,120
There's your
RPM.
64 that you wanted. You sly dog.
Yeah.
Sneaking in your speed mechanic.
So which is counter to my spin mechanic.
You're gonna have to take a second and explain to me what you're doing to. You're just doing the opposite of what I'm telling you to do to get speed.
I guess it is more of a clamp at the end. Like here, I'm actively keeping my wrist back at the end.
Okay.
I say actively. It's loose.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the thing
Yeah, you're
that
giving
I
it some
normally
effort
do.
to keep it back.
Usually I go like when you pop a towel and you go whoosh, this little move right here before it firms up.
That's what you do.
That's what I do if I'm gonna try to get
Speed.
like that's what it feels like when I'm going for speed.
Yeah.
Oh, that slipped.
I ain't never done that.
Yeah, like I could lock my
But
wrist.
of
back.
course that would stop the spin. That's like yeah, for sure that would stop it. You're basically you're
Well, I only
assuming
know it.
you're assuming that it's gonna spin faster out of the pivot than you can let your wrist
For
help
sure.
with.
My speed is coming from a lot of it's coming from pivot.
Yeah. I gotcha.
And here, I feel like, I don't know, it's just not as strong of a hit,
Yeah.
but I can get more spin. So difference for me in like my normal throw is I feel like coming out of the pocket normally, I'd be like this with my wrist. Right now, I feel like I'm doing this to get the spin. Like it feels like my wrist is here at the end where my hand's like very back. He said something interesting about feeling like he's trying to beat it with speed. So once he gets here, he's actually accelerating kind of out. And you've said this before, but I think I understand what you're saying more now. Is about skipping like the pocket basically.
Yep.
Is you flick and you're going out immediately.
Yeah, I think about position 1, position 2, and whatever happens, it's like I'm just trying to get from here to here fast and loose. And but if I'm thinking about like no matter what, I'm gonna be wrist in at the end. If I thought that, then I would tense up. So what I do is I just give it a really good, as soon as I start pulling through, I give it one good pop, right? Just 1 second of effort in. And whatever I get curl-wise from that, I'm happy with, as long as I can just do that and be fast. And what happens is at the end, I end up getting a decently curled wrist from that. Yes. That's it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Interesting.
Good snap.
1,262 RPM.
That's good. Back up there with just basically what you were doing earlier.
So that's, I can get...
Different mechanics, same outcome. That's good.
Well, no, I went back to the thing I was doing.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Just to see if I could do that.
Yep.
And now let's go.
That was
1,281 RPM.
okay. Highest spin at 56 miles an hour there.
That was so weird. I don't even know
I don't
how
know
to,
why. How are you?
I don't know how to categorize that.
I'd say with a loose wrist, I don't know how you're finishing like this.
For me, I just feel there's like no tension there.
And you're finishing, your follow through was here.
Yeah.
But that's anything from that's active tension, this is active tension. This would have told me you were loose. As you slow your wrist down, so imagine this, as I'm putting on the brakes, my wrist actually kind of comes out, right? Because I'm...
No, I know what you're saying, but that's why I went 56.8. That's slipping, right? Because it's actually the weight of the disc in your grip that pulls your wrist forward.
Right?
Right, as your forearm has decelerated, this should go forward.
Yep.
So now...
But
like,
what I'm saying is...
the disc is not... I'm basically going like, just that.
Yeah, but so then you're missing out on the whole mechanic that I wanted you to feel, which is this unfurls at the end. It goes from here, and so you held it somehow. I don't know how you did, because I've got enough centrifugal force to where it's like, I can't hold it anymore, and all of a sudden, pop. As you move out, your wrist wants to pop, and so any amount of in that you give it, it's gonna wanna just like fly open at the end. And then in your follow through, I would have seen your wrist like either neutral or slightly out, like here.
Right.
If you had done it correctly.
What I'm saying is that move happens because this stops. You're gripping here, this keeps going, and you're holding on, and it pops out.
So basically what you're doing is
I'm doing is I'm just too smooth here, and my elbow just keeps going in order for me to have the wrist back. I'm artificially...
Your elbow's way deeper than you typically do.
Right. I'm a very out thrower.
Yeah.
Well, and I can do deep pocket, and it's just bad. Like, I can get a reasonable amount of deep pocket where I'm not trying to go any farther. And if I try to get here, it's just a bad throw. And if I get a reasonable amount, then it's good. Because I'm going out enough.
Well, I can go the deepest.
Well, no, just visually, I'd love to see your wrist out at the end. A little bit.
How's that? You like that?
I hate it. You know what? I'm not gonna ask what I want from this anymore. Turns out I hate that more.
No, I got you. I was just messing with you.
I don't like either, you know. That's better. I like the follow through with the loose wrist.
1,149 RPM.
This is as frustrating as I thought it would be.
It's getting more and more perfect.
It's like, he can do this. I know. I really thought going into today he'd be able to, and he has. But he sacrificed speed, and that's just annoying. Like I wanted him to get
1,211 RPM.
the speed boost.
Okay.
I wanted him to get the speed boost. What can I say? He threw it at 57 miles an hour with 1,200 spin. That's great. Not what I want. It's like he got some sort of mechanic that gives him a spin.
1,266.
Okay, he can officially increase his spin. Let's just go ahead and say he can increase his spin on demand now. All right. The data shows he can do it. And he can sufficiently take his speed away in doing so. And so that's a half win for the day, right?
You should just ask me to throw it with 1350 spin.
That's right, Josh. Throw it at 1350. You're not leaving here till you hit 1350.
Josh, I don't think you can.
You should just ask me to do that in the first place.
Yeah, my bad, guys. That's my bad.
I don't think you can.
Well, he can't, and I really hope he did. It's 1321. Yes. Yes. He threw 64 at 1321.
You just have to neck
Keep
Josh.
going. Keep
You
going.
just have to neck Josh into it.
Now the question is if he would have put that same effort into no spin but max speed, would he have just hit his speed record?
No, I wouldn't have.
Okay,
that was
good.
not fast enough.
Okay, good.
No. But, anyways,
Keep it up. 1350, Josh.
I need everyone in the comments saying Josh can't do it.
yeah.
Channel through into the
Yeah, he
past.
feels the hate right now.
No, now that I have the tools, all I have to think about is more spin.
Okay,
That's what that was.
do it.
I'm still
It's just time to ask me
I
to
still think it's gonna work.
spin it more.
I don't think it's gonna work.
It
I
always
think
works.
yeah.
It's so weird because he's figured out
1,200.
a way to do this, which I think this is closer to like what Blitz talks about. You're just trying to keep it back here at the end. That's what it looks like. Which is, I'm basically trying to do that. It comes at the expense of, yeah, it's just like that follow through being like that at the end.
1,291 RPM.
Okay, here we go.
He's locked in. He's felt. He now knows something that I don't, but he knows. He's hovering around like 60 to 65, 1,200 to almost 1,300. So this is better. Josh, I want to pull up his throws from yesterday because he says he doesn't throw in the 900s, but like
You're going to take my throws from trying to throw into 17 degrees nose down?
that's the exact throws I'm thinking about taking. And
You could just take the ones at the beginning of the session. I average about 1,100.
he averages about 1,100.
This
so
average is significantly up.
I like this. This is fun.
I knew it would be, for better or worse.
Another 1296. This is I dare say it's the highest average spin I've ever seen you have.
Yeah, it's for sure high.
Mission success. In comparison to what we've been looking at, that can't be it. I'm telling, when he kind of like
1,000.
shoots it off to the right like that, I'm positive that he's not getting 1350. You know, I want to be proven wrong, but I just don't see it happening. I could never get spin that way. It's like the hit ends up being
No, I'm with you.
not to the thing. Fatigue, perchance? Is that a word?
Both are technically words, yeah.
That's good.
Hey,
Fatigue
you said
and
that
perchance.
Fatigue perchance.
Fatigue, perchance.
Fatigue perchance.
Fatigue, perchance, fatigue.
Let's
perchance.
see.
I'm just gonna keep stealing your jokes. We're going crazy here.
No, Mike, that's fine.
I know. But you're gonna keep going because they can only hear me. Isn't this all amazing content?
Suffer with Josh.
Absolutely. Yeah, this does
And
seem,
Mikey.
this does seem kind of like a consequence video that you're not leaving until you hit 1350 spin. I'm just on the ground like, I want to go home. And to get it's like you're there. You should be able to get 22 more RPM. Nah,
The more I try, the more it runs.
What's the thing I said?
1,300.
Yes! Yes! Such a good throw, too.
We just need 50 more.
All right, Josh. What?
You said 1350.
Didn't you say 1,300?
Okay, here we go.
So you need
If I can
50
do
more.
this at 67, I'll for sure get 1350.
For sure. Do it. Maybe just go for speed now. Maybe it's
I
locked
think
in
I'd
your
have to
muscle
throw
memory now.
like my 71 to hit 67 doing it like
I think
this.
so. I think so.
So let's do it.
Yeah.
PR right here. Oh, not it. Not it. Not the first half. The second half was good.
Oh! 1323!
Yeah.
Highest spin ever, question mark? That's like right. Isn't that what we just said that he threw?
1321, yeah.
Oh,
There we
that's
go.
right. We beat our previous thought of, I say we, Josh is just out here crushing, bro.
I need 27 more.
Okay, that's so good. That's gonna make a great thumbnail. I love that. He just thumbnailed.
Interesting.
He's feeling things.
I'm doing things.
He's feeling the slip. It slipped on that one. That one was not good,
Okay, let's go.
but it wasn't bad.
So slow for that effort.
1,246 RPM.
He has it, man.
I know. I
got
can
up to
get the
speed.
spin.
The nice thing is he is now successfully in one day has felt exactly, maybe not exactly, because he's doing something different than I would do. Like, I don't finish like that. That's the thing. But that's fine, because he found his method of gaining spin, which he didn't have. Josh did not, never.
1,249 RPM.
Maybe he had it. I don't know. Maybe this is something he's done before. As coach, I'm calling a timeout on the offense. He's throwing anyways. He said,
Listen to your coaches, kids.
wait.
1,000.
Tell me, he needs a break.
Okay, 5 more, then a break.
Okay, truly like a kid there. Spoken
5 more and then a break.
spoken like a toddler. 5 more minutes, Dad.
Someone's the one that's always like, last reps. Last rep. Last
Hey,
rep.
It's not my blood on this screen.
Listen, Josh.
So I've gone from probably averaging 11 as a default to being able to increase my spin. For sure, increase my spin to speed ratio.
Yes,
I
for sure.
I can find the middle ground as well. Not that I have a reason to find the middle ground in disc golf. I just want speed. I can feel that my forearm and my grip is like, we're probably done.
Dude, that's like the opposite of how it should feel, which is so sad.
But not for Zach Nash.
That's true. So if you're used to it,
He said his forearm when he goes for more spin gets
right? He
super
must.
tight.
He does. He's the most here that I've seen anyone like in their slow mo. He's the latest. It's the latest wrist curl for sure. Have we told Zach that we quote him so often?
1,226.
We should let him in on that.
That is impossible.
That is impossible.
So there's a tightness at the end.
1,214 RPM.
Translates.
Yeah.
Still 12-14. Like, let's just.
That's not like.
At 61, 12-14, I just never really saw you do that. I did. It just.
I've got old speed.
You do have
stats.
old stuff like this for sure. You definitely used to throw with more spin.
When I started chalking on more speed, I started losing spin.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's see.
1,246 RPM.
It's good. It's good spin.
It was like 1.5 miles slower.
I don't know. That's not what I wanted to see, to be
For
honest.
100.
It was 59 at 1240. Hey, that's good spin though. We had a 60. We had a 64 at 1323, and then we had his normal throw at 64 at 1190. So that's like 2 throws in there that I feel like, okay, you increase spin on one versus your normal throw, right? Because I definitely could see you can for sure normally hit 64 at 1200, and you hit 64 at 1323 today, 123 RPMs more.
Right. I mean, the average is indicative.
Hey,
I can go from,
you did good, Josh.
yeah.
You literally gave it everything you had. And did you feel like after today, you're like, oh, I actually feel like I can increase my spin at will? Now that I have, maybe I could even get better at increasing spin. Do you feel that way? Well, I do. I guess maybe that matters. Maybe it doesn't.
No,
so.
no, I'm just messing with you.
Well, that's good.
Turns out 1323 was the best I could do. I have found a way to increase my spin, but it also hits my speed. Like my speed takes a hit, and vice versa. it is not the way that Mikey wanted me to do it. It was kind of my interpretation of what he was saying. So there's stuff that he still wants to see that we just don't have time to flesh out today. And the things that you're looking for are what?
Yeah, so when Josh was throwing with his increased spin today, he finished with a wrist back at the end. I'm just looking at his follow through, and I would expect that if he did it correctly, the way that I feel that it happens is the wrist is back just before the hit happens and the wrist opens up kind of unwillingly. It just happens because it's loose enough to open up. And then at the follow through, it would either be neutral or slightly out, which we also see AB. You look at AB and he's got a slightly out wrist, just like this. Is it flexed out? Definitely not. We do not see this, but we do see a slightly out wrist. The reason that happens is as you're decelerating, right? Your arm's kind of stopping, and so your wrist, as it's loose, it's kind of wanting to pop out slightly. So that tells me if I would have seen that from Josh today, I would have been very happy. Like, okay, well, it didn't work for Josh, or something that's happening in there is not working, but that's what I was looking for at the end that he was not doing. So that's still.
But that happens during my normal throw. The wrist position that you're looking for on the finish happens during my normal throw.
Yeah, so just pair it with as late as you can keep this and have that happen.
Just like that.
Yep. That's it. That's literally it.
That's what I'm saying is I cannot have both of those things.
You can, you just haven't done it yet. You for sure can.
I'm saying I have not found a way for both of those things to happen simultaneously.
Agreed. I haven't seen it from you.
So.
Yeah.
It's a great way to.
Good outro there. Really makes sense, right?
What you were saying was the exact thing that I was saying.
What I was saying, which was a lot, is the exact same thing that you were saying, which was a lot of things.
So I said I can get my.
Isn't this all amazing content? Hey,
It's not my blood on this screen.
This is just devolving.
Suffer with Josh.